Half a lifetime later, the darkness returned, not as memory, as gravity. It came back quiet, not with teenage thunder, not the storms I used to dread. Just a weight in the morning pressing gently against the inside of my head. Numb survival had grown heavy, years of holding back the tide. The same old shadows I outran as a teenager stood waiting on the other side. But this time something shifted in the machinery of me. Two halves of the mind that once worked separately finally chose to speak. Logic brought the archives, creativity brought the sky. One carried the past, one carried the why. And when the door broke open, I expected to fall apart. But the pieces didn't scatter, they rearranged the heart. The darkness finally entered the rooms it couldn't reach, and instead of breaking me, it gave my mind new speech. Past and future in one track. Half a life of pressure flowing forward, never back. Look back, look back, learn the shape. Look forward, redesign the escape. Two minds sharing the load, where one once tried to cope. The door broke open and the darkness lost its hope. People who knew my fractures waited for the familiar fall. They knew the pattern well, how the pressure used to call. Predictable breaking points, the moments I would fold. They'd watch the cycle long enough to think the script was old. But something had rewritten the physics of the scene. Logic studied history like a map already seen. Creativity studied distance, what the horizon might allow. And somewhere in that dialogue, the mind rewired the now. Past became instruction, future became design. When the door broke open, the storm stepped through the frame. But the mind that faced the darkness was no longer quite the same. The weight that once crushed silence became shared gravity. Logic held the structure, imagination held the key. And the pressure that once ruled me lost the script it always knew. Met a mind that grew. Study the past, map the scar, build the bridge to where we are. Old predictions lose their track when the mind stops splitting and starts speaking back. For years, my mind worked like two countries, separated by silence. One half guarded survival, cataloging every fold. The other half dreamed futures it didn't dare install. The pressure forced the border open, years of silence cracked. And suddenly the brain began to share the weight it lacked. Logic said I remember, creativity said I build. Between them something steadier finally stood still. The darkness returned, but it wasn't alone anymore. When the door broke open, I didn't disappear. The past stepped into daylight and the future answered clear. The shadows that once cornered me no longer held the map. Two minds sharing gravity closed the old collapse. And the people who knew the pattern found the script had changed, because survival had become something rearranged. Learn the past, shape the next. Let the mind rewrite the text. Predictable endings lose their track when the door breaks open and you never go back. They expected the old fracture, the familiar collapse. But when the darkness returned, unpredictable.